Previously on the All Day Anthony YouTube channel, we did a teardown of the $1,000 Honda Grom for hopefully the last time. But this time around, we have a ton of parts that are ready for powder coat and Cerakote. On top of that, we ended up restoring and repainting the rusty frame back to OEM spec. This bike is just getting better and better, and it's off to see what's next. All right, and good morning, everyone. We have everything ready to go to drop off for coating. In this bin here, I've pretty much organized everything by what I think is going to be the color. We still have kind of yet to determine exactly what that color scheme is going to be. So today, once we get there, we'll go over that with Dean. But I have a bag for black, a bag for gray, question mark, and then kind of a bag for OEM color. And then we have the wheels over here, and then I've also put together another bag here that contains new wheel bearings and things like that that we can throw in. So this should be pretty straightforward. So I will see you guys once we get to the shop. All right, so we just got to Fast Blast and Coat. I dropped off the parts inside, so we're gonna go meet Dean and then kind of talk about the plan and what we're gonna do for the parts and of course the color. So let's head inside. Dean, what's going on, dude?
Hey, what's happening?
All right, man. Well, good to see you.
Nice to see you again,
all right,
buddy.
You ready to do a project?
I'm ready. We're always ready. That's all we do is do projects every day.
Obviously, when I started the Grom project, I was like, well, there's going to have to be so much stuff that's going to be redone. He was the first person that came to mind. So,
well, that is, I think, what separates us, because we are mechanically inclined. I am a former mechanic, so we know how this stuff works.
Yeah.
So we're not a typical coating shop
yeah.
where you hear the stories of, hey, I dropped my frame off, got it back. I got powder in my races, powder in my threads, powder here, powder,
yeah.
And then I got to spend, days trying to make this thing work. There's a RM250, that's an engine build. So again, we're doing all the labor on that.
Yeah.
We can do it, but typically, we're just a coating shop. But
nice. Well, hey, you're not just a coating shop. You guys are obviously doing some cool stuff. And so this is where I kind of wanted to showcase, most importantly, with this particular Grom project, right? Or really any type of bike project or car project, how much of a difference powder Cerakote can make, right? For maybe not as much as most people think, right? In the amount of impact it can have on the overall visual appearance of it. But it could just completely refresh certain parts that most of the time the answer would be to buy a new part, right? A new anodized part or whatever it is. That's the first thing that comes to mind, rather than refinishing something for roughly a fraction of that cost.
What I'm getting at is that we can actually color the hardware if you want.
Okay.
I can black it out. I can do a purple. I can do a bronze.
Oh, sweet.
So you could really trick this out by just doing the hardware one color and the controls another color.
Making it look a lot higher.
And then it won't rust. All this will still function because it's thin.
Yep.
So this is that's a Cerakote candidate right there.
Perfect, okay.
All this is anodized, typically, right?
Yep.
And anodized looks really cool when you buy it brand new.
And then
but I don't know if your camera can see it, but...
Oh, it's gonna see this.
So, that's what the sun does to anodizing.
Yep. And
so,
that red is now pink, which is why when people buy red anodized parts, they go, oh, this is gonna be so sick, and I go, not in 6 months.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we can Cerakote that. Cerakote is UV stable to a degree on some colors, but for the most part, it does a lot better job than Ano does.
We'll lay everything out. We'll talk about what we're going to do for color, and then we'll pick out some color, and then go from there. So, yeah, we'll catch up here in a minute.
Can't you hear the buzz? That's the money machine. Big stacks break off the whole team. When you hear the buzz, that's the money machine. Big name, all caps, long paper, tall green. Can't you hear the buzz? That's the money machine. Big stacks break off the whole team. When you hear the buzz.
Jason's pulling your gold wheels out of the methylene chloride, which is basically acid. It's an acid stripper. Everything that's coated in either paint or powder goes in the stripper. Okay. Takes a couple hours. We put these wheels in this morning. So we're gonna pull them out and see if they're done. Okay. We knew there was paint on it. We knew there was gold paint, but the inside of the wheel was black. So I think they originally were black. But you can see those wheels came in. Those were black yesterday. Yeah. Now they are pretty much stripped.
Nice, there it is. There's the wheel.
So we basically just rinse that off, and you're about ready to go in the oven for gas out, and then the powder.
So hanging these in here, And it's best to do it because the small parts, basically, they get kind of lost. So they just kind of create a little hanger system, and then just back in the acid, and then
back in the acid, couple hours, those will be done.
Okay.
Like I say, he'll rinse those off. Then we blast them.
Okay.
They're gonna get sandblasted in there.
Nice.
Then we go down.
Live and direct, I'm back on set action. Create the wave, we cannonball splash 'em. Mic cord swinging, get your head chopped. Point blank, dead stop. 16 bars in a headlock. 101 dead stock is what I'm dropping. Drugs on tap, so what the fuck you copping? Way too locked in, I don't see another option. Grew up chopping, full denim suit rocking. I got 100 dogs on the leash, time to let them go. 1,000 hands in the crowd, we can make them all. Stick up, stick up, stick up, stick up, whoa. Get up, get up, get up, get up, go. Even with the face hitters, still you wanna know what time it is, head knock, yeah, we want it all. Stick up, stick up, stick up, stick up, whoa. Get up, get up, get up, get up, go. Pumping beats, ripping mics, flipping wigs. Intravenous flow, got you all on the rig. On lock, it's a cinch, one shot, it's a swish. Yeah, I'm good every day, but I'm better in the clinch. Don't really rock chains, I'm much better with the whips. All black paint job, full leather with the tints. Hanging out the window of that bitch like, yeah, you and you, get your hands up quick. I got 100 dogs on the leash, time to let them go. 1,000 hands in the crowd, we can make them all. Stick up, stick up, stick up, stick up, whoa. Get up, get up, get up, get up, go. Even with the face hitters, still you wanna know what time it is, head knock, yeah, we want it all. Stick up, stick up, stick up, stick up, whoa. Get up, get up, get up, get up, go.
A few moments later.
All right, guys. So it has been about a week since we dropped off the parts, and so we're back here at Fast Blast after getting a couple updates to see the final reveal of how everything turned out, and I am like beyond excited. So let's head on in here. I think Dean's got everything laid out for me. Dean, what's going on, man?
Anthony, welcome back.
All right, so
We officially turned your shitty into pretty.
you made shitty into pretty. Holy crap, dude. Look at this. Oh my god. I am freaking thrilled. Guys, like, this is what I kind of meant when I was saying, like, we're going for a high-end look for not a ton of money, right? We're basically making the highest end finish that we can in a couple different colors, and this looks so sick. So, how was everything? Was it easy peasy?
Pretty straightforward. We do it all the time. So, obviously, a different process here. We got powder coat. This alpine bronze with Casper clear. Gives
Sick.
it a nice matte look.
Yep.
Cerakoted burnt bronze handlebars, which are already matte.
Yeah.
Then tungsten on the covers.
Ah, man. And this was like the risk right here, because we were like, can we get this in a powder coat version to look as close as possible? And I think we pretty much did
It's
it.
pretty close.
Pretty
Very
close.
Yeah.
This has a little bit more gold flake into it,
does.
right? But beyond that, this still has a lot of that kind of same dimensional look here. I am like obsessed with how that turned out. So this is super, super sick. And so then tungsten here on the valve covers, right?
Mm-hmm. And you see, I'll go back to this. You can see how the attention to detail here. So
Yep.
The
mounting
rotor's going to
surfaces.
fit. All this stuff's going to bolt on. We got a little creative on your controls. So we tied in the tungsten to the head of the bolts instead of them being like nickel or chrome looking. So same thing on the actual foot peg part. So you've got tungsten and black all over it.
Dude, that's gonna flow so well, like on the bottom. This is gonna look crazy. And what I love is the black it's a good black. It's a high-end looking finish, right? It's not
it
just
doesn't
normal
look like
black.
a rattle can. Yeah, it has a totally different texture, a different appearance.
This is, I mean, I don't know. I'm hoping that picks well up on camera, but this doesn't look like anodized. This doesn't look, I don't want to say cheap, but it doesn't look cheap, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
because there's certain black finishes that you'll see that you go, it's just the basic motorcycle black. This looks different.
Yeah, and the cool thing about this stuff too is this is all chemical resistant. So if you were to spill some oil, some fuel, it's not going to hurt it.
Heat and all that, loves it.
Get up to 400 degrees. So if you get to 400 degrees, you're toast anyway. So it can withstand all that stuff, and it's super durable, and it just looks really, really, really nice.
But every other touch on top of the current list of modifications, as well as the color of the bike, it's just going to look insane. So, Dean, thank you so much, dude.
Welcome.
You killed it. So, Fast Blast and Coat, they make shitty into pretty. So, I'll link them down in the description here so you guys can check them out. So, but thank you guys so much. And next stop here is back in the garage, and then of course we got to get this stuff on the bike.
Tires on her.
Yep, we got to get. Yeah, we can't roll them yet.
Yeah.
But tires coming very, very soon, and that'll be probably the next step because I want to get this. I want to roll this bike around. I want to start this thing up. It's been a while, so
it could be a roller tonight.
It could literally be a roller tonight. So, all right, guys, I will see you back at the house. All right, guys, so we are back home from Dean's shop, and we have all the parts laid out here on the ground, looking amazing. This was exactly what I was hoping for. Adding a premium looking finish to affordable Grom parts for significantly less money than I would have paid buying everything brand new or aftermarket. Now, I know we didn't talk a whole lot about cost, but generally speaking, a job like this, depending on where you live and depending on the experience level of the person doing it, it could range from $300 upwards to maybe $600. But regardless, this was more than half the cost doing this with all of my own custom finishes than buying everything brand new, starting over, and inevitably not having my own kind of custom color combo. But the burnt bronze on the handlebars, the tungsten on the crankcase covers, the black that I keep forgetting the name of, I'll try to find out what that is, and then the custom wheel color that we were able to put together with the alpine bronze and the Casper clear to essentially create a stronger, more durable finish for the wheels that still matched the burnt bronze Cerakote. I'm like freaking pumped. So a huge shout out to Dean at Fast Blasting Coat. I'll put his info down below in the description. Just know he does accept orders if you want to ship parts to him. I know he's open to that kind of stuff, but if you're in Boise, this makes it really easy to have all of your own custom colors and work done. So, and of course, the next step is to install everything here, everything here, everything here, back onto the bike, and that's going to be coming in the next video, and you guys don't want to miss that. So as always, if you guys enjoyed the video or learned something new, please make sure to give me a big thumbs up, subscribe down below for more, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's ALLDAYANTHONY. Peace.